So today what we are going to discuss, Lloyd, today we are going to discuss about two topics. First one is the how many type of deployment method available in Zscaler, right, Lloyd? So the topic is first one is how many type of deployment method available in Zscaler. Second, second one is traffic forwarding method, right? So let me discuss about first one, how many type of deployment method available in Zscaler, right? Then we'll discuss about the okay. So the traffic forwarding and deployment method available in the Zscaler is three type of deployment method available. First one is the you can configure GRE tunnel if you are using router. So you know, Lohit, the GRE tunnel is work between your on-premises network to Zscaler cloud. So it's same like you have established the IPsec tunnel between your your company to vendor company, right? So this is something you just establish the GRE tunnel. If you are using router, if you are using firewall, then second option you will use the IPsec tunnel, right? IPsec tunnel, lowest same which we discussed about in the Palo Alto. Third one is proxy chaining. What is that? This option available if you have already legacy proxy like blue code, and you still want to use the Zscaler. So Zscaler will provide the option you can use the proxy chaining so that your traffic should be passed by a blue code and then passed by a Zscaler after it will go to the internet. This is not a recommended method because you will be, because two security device came in picture, it means you will face some latency issue, right? So these both are the fine. So most probably we are using for GRE tunnel recommended by Zscaler because the speed of GRE tunnel is compared to the IPsec is high, right? So let's discuss one by one. Okay. So the benefit if you are using GRE tunnel, GRE tunnel is the recommended. You know there is seeing Zscaler recommended that you will use the GRE tunnel. So first one is the inline traffic forwarding means your all traffic without install any single software on the user laptop directly go via Zscaler. So because you have a router in your company which is already established the GRE tunnel to the Zscaler. So whatever traffic came after router, it may be switch, right, Lohit? After switch, maybe your all end user there, right? So when they are trying to access internet, the traffic should be go by a gateway. Gateway is your router. After router route, because router have a GRE tunnel, so all routers send all traffic on the Zscaler cloud, right? So this solution will provide you the inline traffic forwarding, right? Second option, there is no change to the desktop. It means you haven't required any software on the desktop, right? Because your router will take care connectivity between your on-premises network to your cloud, Zscaler cloud, right? You can push the sub-location policy. Suppose you have a location in India. Suppose you have location, Lohit, uh, like Pune. In Pune, maybe there is three office. One is Hinjwadi phase 1, Hinjwadi phase 2, and this is Pune wala, right? So you have a three location. Main location is Pune. In the Pune, if you want to create a three location sub location policy, so this will be possible through GR eternal, right? So this is the benefit of GRE tunnel to use seamlessly. Failover, if something got wrong, it automatically failover happen. Least overhead, because once you configure, IPsec is the compared to the GRE tunnel, IPsec is more secure, because IPsec is the, provide the encryption, decryption, phase one, phase two should be there, right? So everything will be IP segregate is supported. This is, I will discuss this features IP segregate, right? So caveats of this is static GRE egress IP address require, right? The static egress IP address require, okay? You require the static IP address to establish the GRE tunnel. Second one is GRE capable router and firewall needed. So GRE mostly configure on the router, but if you have a firewall and firewall are also capable for GRE, you can configure on the firewall as well, right? Okay. The second option is IPsec tunnel. Okay. So first one is GRE. Second one is, because see, the thing is, Lohit. So when you are planning to onboard Zscaler, suppose you want to use the Zscaler in your company. So first thing is how many license you require. Suppose you told 30 license you require, right? So the second option is, second like step is, you should be establish the tunnel from your office to Zscaler. So you just mentioned to Zscaler, okay, I have a router. I want to configure GRE tunnel with you, because this is the mandatory report to establish the tunnel deployment method, right? So GRE tunnel or IPsec tunnel, right? So some companies are configuring IPsec, most of the GRE tunnel, because Zscaler recommended that you will configure the GRE, right? So you will configure it and you define the trust location. Trust location is those location which you already Zscaler know that. Suppose you have a Pune location and you configure the Zscaler connectivity from your Pune office to Zscaler cloud. So you mention the Pune is the trust location. The subnet in used in the Pune is 10.1.0.0/16. So this subnet, any traffic came from this subnet should be trust, right? It should be trust location. So based on the IP address of the that location, should be Zscaler identify whether this belongs to trust location or not, right? Okay, that is the add-on part. So now come to the IPsec part. Inline traffic, the same thing is here also. IPsec tunnel, you haven't required any changes on desktop. Dynamic IP branch offices, right? Dynamic IP branch offices. Okay, so this one is require the static IP. This require the dynamic IP. That's fine. You this supported also sub-location policy. Encrypted VPN traffic IP segregate supported. So most of the things are covered here, right? IPsec setup latency and at the failover, because IPsec is the secure protocol, right? So when you are failovering, suppose your one data center fail and traffic is moving to the secondary data center, you maybe face some latency. Overhead for router, because IPsec require lot of configuration from your end as well as you need to configure. So when you are configure GRA tunnel, you haven't require Zscaler person on the call. But when you are going for IPsec tunnel, you require Zscaler person should be configured from their side as well. Once you've done the configuration, Zscaler will give you the format. You can use what is the phase one parameter you will use, what is the phase two parameter, and you can allow it, right? So now third one is proxy chaining, right, Lohit? So the proxy chaining is if you are using any legacy proxy in your environment, suppose blue code, even you can see Zscaler target all customers. Even if you are using proxy, Zscaler still give you offer. You can use Zscaler. No need to remove your legacy proxy. I will give you the method deployment method which you can use to you know the proxy chaining. You can connect with me as a proxy chaining. So what this mean is the proxy chaining is also not require any support leverage existing proxy, right? You can use this method to leverage existing proxy on premises hardware, of course require sub-location using XSF, right? If you are configuring sub-location, you require XSF, XFF header. in the HTTP traffic to identify the user, right? And automatic failover will be fine. The latency due to two proxy, right? Zscaler itself proxy, and you are using your legacy proxy. So proxy chaining latency always there, and failover may be not transparent, right? So when failover will happen, it will be take care by automatically Zscaler. You haven't a visibility what happened, right? So you have a three deployment method, right, Lohit? And
Yes. Yes.
these are also forwarding traffic forwarding method is also 4-1. So how many traffic forwarding method is? I will let you. I will mention here traffic forwarding method. Traffic forwarding method. So first one is Lohit. Which one?
GR
GRE.
eternal.
Yes. Second one is IPsec. But you should be optional. You cannot use both. Whether you can go with this or this. This is basically used in the trust location. Third one is Lohit proxy chaining. If you are basically these are the deployment method as well. But of course, whether your traffic going by GRE tunnel, this is traffic forwarding method as well, right? Fourth one is Lohit pack file. Pack is the proxy. This is something which is the code is using in JavaScript. So basically, pack file is always immediate impact. If you did some changes in the pack file, traffic is within second impacted, right? So whenever you are doing changes in the pack file, you always care about that. So fourth one is Lohit pack file, and the fifth one is ZCC, Zscaler client connector. So you have a fifth type of forwarding method, right? So three we cover. Let me discuss about the fourth one, that is pack file, right, Lohit? So how pack file is work? The pack file is the benefit of use the forwarding method pack file easily migrate from existing deployment, right? So if you are using existing deployment, you just require, suppose you want to bypass google.com, right? You don't want google.com go via Zscaler. You can put it in the pack file. So google.com should be directly accessible from your laptop, right? Roaming user also covers. Roaming means if user working from home, they also covers through pack file. Dedicated proxy port require, or you can use dedicated proxy port, and full failover is also supported by this. Geo IP based pack file. So you can define the geo based pack file. Suppose anyone from India location should be followed the different pack file. Anyone from US location should be followed different pack file, right? So geo IP based pack file should be supported. Configure exceptional. If something you want to bypass, you can put it in the pack file, right? So the pack file caveats is the browser specific, right? The pack file should be browser specific. If you have a thin client or any software, if you are using on the window, so it should be not pass that traffic. The pack file is always understand the browser. Okay. GPO for central authority, right? May not cover non-browser apps. That's what I explained. The pack file is not supported non-browser application, right? The Zscaler app, this is the Zscaler client connector, which is installed on the individual machine. So the benefit of this is you can install on Windows, Mac, Android, and iPhone, right? The enforced tamper proof geo IP based closest node. So what is this? Geo IP based location close. So when you are connecting to the internet, so the Zscaler client connector will search whatever nearest gen node available, Zscaler service is available nearby your location. So Zscaler client connector should be connect on that node nearby you. So all your traffic should be passing by that Zscaler gen, right? So full failover is supported by Zscaler client connector. Okay. So the caveats of this is GPO MDM store. You can use the GPO MDM, right? MDM mobile device management may not cover non-browser apps. all ports and protocol planned for future release. Okay, now it's supported because this is now come with tunnel 2.0, so everything supported in Zscaler client connector.